The world is full of terrifying stories, some so horrifying they sound like they belong in a horror movie. But what if I told you? These events actually happened. Out there in the dark corners of our planet there are mysteries that defy explanation. Events so unsettling, so profoundly disturbing, that they linger in the mind long after the details have been recounted. Stay with me as we uncover 10 real horrifying facts that will chill you to the bone. High in the desolate, frozen peaks of the Ural Mountains, a group of 9 experienced hikers embarked on an expedition in 1959. Days later, their abandoned tent was discovered, ripped open from the inside as if in a desperate attempt to escape some unseen terror. The hikers' bodies were scattered across the snow-covered landscape, bearing injuries so horrific that they defied explanation. Some were missing tongues, others had crushed skulls and ribs, yet strangely, there were no external wounds. The Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of the most baffling and unsettling unsolved mysteries of our time. In a Californian hospital in 1994, a medical mystery unfolded, leaving doctors and scientists baffled. Gloria Ramirez, a young woman, was rushed to the emergency room in critical condition. As medical staff moved to treat her, a strange chemical odor began to permeate the air. One by one, those closest to Gloria began to experience alarming symptoms. Nurses fainted, doctors vomited, and some even suffered seizures. Gloria Ramirez, sadly, did not survive the night. To this day, the cause of the toxic event remains a subject of debate and speculation. The Winecoff Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia, stood as a beacon of elegance in 1946. But on a fateful December night, a fire, ignited by a carelessly discarded cigarette, raced through the hotel with terrifying speed. With no fire escapes and windows painted shut, guests found themselves trapped in a terrifying, inescapable death trap. Many, in a desperate attempt to flee the suffocating smoke and searing heat, leaped from windows. The Winecoff Hotel Fire remains the deadliest hotel fire in U.S. history, claiming the lives of 119 souls. In Brazil, on a remote hillside overlooking Rio de Janeiro, a chilling discovery was made in 1966. 2 men lay dead, their faces obscured by identical lead masks, the kind used to protect against radiation. There were no signs of struggle, no obvious cause of death, just an eerie stillness surrounding the scene. Near their bodies, investigators found a cryptic note: "Be at the specified place, swallow the capsules, after effect protect metals, await signal." The lead mask's case remains a perplexing enigma, a chilling reminder that some secrets are buried deeper than others. Christmas Eve, 1945. What should have been a night of joy for the Sodder family in Fayetteville, West Virginia, transformed into a nightmare. As a fire engulfed their home, 5 of the Sodder children vanished without a trace. No remains of the missing children were found in the ashes. No bones, no teeth, no signs of their escape. The mystery deepened when years later the family received a chilling letter. Inside was a photograph of a young man who bore a striking resemblance to one of the missing Sodder boys. A cryptic message on the back read, "Louis Sodder, I love brother Frankie, Elil boys, a 90132 or 35. Were the children kidnapped? Did they somehow survive the fire? The questions, unanswered, echo through the years. A chilling reminder of a Christmas tragedy that continues to baffle and mystify. In the early 1800s, in the rural backwoods of Adams, Tennessee, the Bell family found themselves terrorized by an unseen entity known as the Bell Witch. What began as whispers and strange noises escalated into a reign of terror that would grip the community for years. Unexplained events plagued the family. Objects moved on their own, disembodied voices taunted them, and violent unseen hands left welts on their skin. The entity, claiming to be the spirit of a vengeful witch, seemed to hold a particular grudge against John Bell, the patriarch of the family. The legend of the Bell Witch became so notorious that even President Andrew Jackson, intrigued and skeptical, visited the Bell farm. Carl Tanzler, a radiologist in Key West, Florida, developed an obsession with a young patient named Elena Hoyos. When Elena succumbed to tuberculosis in 1931, Tanzler exhumed her body from its mausoleum, determined to keep her close even in death. Using his knowledge of anatomy and a bizarre concoction of wax, wires, and plaster, he constructed a macabre effigy of his lost love. For 7 years, Tanzler shared his home with Elena's preserved corpse. When his secret was finally discovered, the public was horrified, but Tanzler maintained that his actions were driven by love. In the digital age, a seemingly innocuous item emerged from obscurity, shrouded in tales of misfortune and dread: the Dybbuk box. Said to be possessed by a Dybbuk, a malicious spirit in Jewish folklore, the antique wine cabinet first appeared on eBay in 2001, accompanied by a chilling backstory of unexplained phenomena. The owners of the box reported a series of disturbing events, nightmares, shadowy figures, and a pervasive sense of dread. To this day, the Dybbuk box continues to inspire fear and fascination. In August of 1994, the small town of Oakville, Washington, experienced a meteorological anomaly that defied explanation. A strange, gelatinous rain fell from the sky, blanketing the town in a thick, gooey substance. Those who came into contact with the goo reported a strange array of symptoms: flu-like illnesses, dizziness, nausea, and difficulty breathing. Lab tests revealed a shocking discovery: the substance contained human white blood cells. The answers remain elusive, leaving the residents of Oakville to grapple with the unsettling reality of what fell from their skies. In the annals of unexplained disappearances, the case of Mary Reeser stands out as particularly bizarre. In 1951, Mary, an elderly woman living in St. Petersburg, Florida, vanished from her apartment under the most peculiar of circumstances. When authorities arrived, they found only a pile of ash and a few bone fragments, suggesting a fire so intense it had incinerated her entirely. However, amidst the ashes lay a single clue that defied logic: Mary's left foot, completely untouched by the flames. The case, quickly dubbed spontaneous human combustion, baffled investigators. Could these two cases, separated by decades, be connected by something more than mere coincidence? These are just a few of the terrifying, real-life horrors that remain unexplained. From the icy peaks of the Ural Mountains to the bustling streets of Atlanta, these stories remind us that the world is full of mysteries, some too horrifying to comprehend. They are a glimpse into the darker side of our reality, where logic falters and the unknown reigns supreme. What do you think? Which of these stories gave you the biggest chills? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you dare.